Hi everyone, I'm here to read a story, but we're also going to think about feelings. Over the last few weeks, I've read a story about being happy, about being sad, and about feeling scared. I wonder if my lovely story called One Snowy Night can help us think about different feelings. Shall we have a listen? It's called One Snowy Night. There's a little hedgehog here, and if I feel his woolly hat, it feels lovely and soft and all fuzzy. Okay. One snowy night. The cold wind woke little hedgehog from his deep winter sleep. It blew his blanket of leaves high into the air, and he shivered in the snow. He tried to sleep again, but it was far too cold. Suddenly, something fell from the sky. What could it be? Bump! It landed right in front of his nose. It was a parcel, and it had his name on it. How do you think Hedgehog is feeling there? Can you have a look? Think he's feeling sad? Or do you think he's feeling a bit excited about what could be inside? Little Hedgehog opened the parcel as fast as he could. Inside was a red, woolly bobble hat, hedgehog size. He put it on at once. He pulled it to the back, he pulled it to the front, he pulled it to one side, then the other. But no matter how much he stretched it to fit, his prickles got in the way every time. By now the hat was far too big for a little hedgehog. He took it off and gazed at it, until at last he had an idea. So how do you think he's feeling there, when that lovely red hat didn't fit him very well? I think he's a bit sad about that. Maybe. He gave the hat a shake and wrapped it up again. He tore a bit off the label and wrote on the rest. Then off he ran to Rabbit's house. Rabbit was out, so he left the present on his doorstep. That's a kind thing to do, isn't it? To leave somebody a present. It was snowing hard as little Hedgehog tried to find his way back home. The snowflakes flew all around, and he wasn't sure which way to go. Oh dear, he said, as he pattered to and fro. I shouldn't have come out in this weather, but I'm sure Rabbit will be pleased to have a nice woolly hat to wear. Bother the snow, said Rabbit, rushing home. He spotted the parcel on his doorstep. What's this? He squeaked with delight, ripping off the paper. A bubble hat? For me? Do you think he's a little bit excited? He put it on at once. He tried it with his ears inside and then outside. He pulled it this way, he pulled it that way, but no matter how he stretched it to fit, his ears got in the way. Every time. By now the hat was very much bigger. It was far too big for a rabbit. Rabbit wrapped up the hat once again and wrote on the corner of the label. Then off he went to Badger's house. The cold weather made Badger very grumpy. Happy Christmas, Badger, shouted Rabbit. Who's there? Growled Badger. Happy Christmas, repeated Rabbit, giving him the parcel. I think Rabbit was very excited to give the present. A Christmas present for me? Said Badger. Badger put the hat on. He pulled it down over his ears. What about that? He said, looking in the mirror. Very nice, said Rabbit. What did you say? Said Badger. Very nice, yelled Rabbit, hopping off. Don't you like it? Asked Badger, turning round. But Rabbit had gone. Badger took the hat off. This is no good to me, he said. I can't hear a thing. What a pity. It's such a nice colour. So Badger wrapped up the parcel and marched off to Fox's house. He didn't bother to write a label. Fox was going out exploring. "Here you are, friend," said Badger merrily. "A Christmas present especially for you." "Christmas?" snapped Fox, puzzled. "Yes, Christmas," said Badger. "Time to be nice to each other." And he plodded off. "A hat?" sneered Fox, opening the parcel. "What do I want with a hat?" Then he looked at the hat again. He made 2 holes for his ears and put it on. Satisfied, he went away. The white fields twinkled in the moonlight. Fox sniffed around and found a small trail. He followed it this way and that way until suddenly it stopped. There was something under the snow. Fox began to dig and dig until he found a small hedgehog. It was cold and did not move. "Poor little fellow," said Fox. He put the hedgehog inside the red woolly hat and carried it to Rabbit's house. Rabbit and Badger were having supper. "Look what I found in the snow," cried Fox, bursting in. They all looked into the hat. "A hedgehog," said Badger. "What's a hedgehog doing out at Christmas time? He should be fast asleep." "It's my friend Little Hedgehog," cried Rabbit. "He must have got lost going home in the snow." Little Hedgehog opened his eyes. "Hello," he said sleepily. "Oh, this is such a lovely warm blanket." The friends all looked at each other. Rabbit grinned and Fox scratched his head. Said Badger. "I think this woolly hat is just right for Little Hedgehog." "Happy Christmas, Little Hedgehog," they all cried. But Little Hedgehog was fast asleep. And that's the end of the story, One Snowy Night. There's lots of different feelings in this book. The feeling of being excited and happy to be giving a present, and maybe feeling a little bit sad and scared, getting lost in the snow. I wonder at home, if you could have a talk about these feelings, what makes you feel happy? What makes you feel excited? Does anything make you feel sad? Does anything make you feel a little bit scared, a bit frightened? Maybe you could draw a picture. If you do, ask your grown-ups to take a photograph and send it in. Myself and Mrs. Carnell would love to see. Okay. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.